All right, welcome back to the show. My name is Lee. This is Good Morning to You. And of course, we at Radio One, we love promoting indie artists. And as usual, we've got the one and only, well, two and only actually, Tara and Trisha back on the show with their producer for this entire song. His name is Jared Blue Jay. And welcome to the show, Jared. Welcome to the show, Tara Trisha. How are you guys doing? How's the morning going? I mean, what time is it where you guys are?
Um, it's like 7:30 in the night.
Your new song, it's called Outside the Lines. It's out everywhere and it's already playing on our station, by the way. It's a fantastic song.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that song. Tell me more about it. How did it come up? What happened there?
Oh, it was just so much fun. I think, this is actually the third song that we've done with Jared. And every time we write and compose, it's just so much fun. And I think with this song, I think with all our music, Trisha and I were always, it's so much fun experimenting with different genres and styles. And this was a super cool, I think edgy one that we wanted to try out. And I think the message is also so empowering, which was super fun to do as well.
It shows as well, it comes up to the music as well. Jared, like, how is it working with Tara and Trisha? Are they like a handful or are they like easy to work with?
So much fun. So much fun. They're so talented. And yeah, it was a great day. Like it was a 7 or 8 hour session, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those sessions, some sessions you start a song, you write a chorus or a verse, then you're like, okay, that was great. Let's come back and do it again the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one of those sessions where like the song was just flowing and everything was working out so well. So we just did the whole thing in that day, in about 7 or 8 hours. And yeah, they went in and they do such a fun thing when they go in and record their vocal in the little vocal booth. One of them, kind of coaches the other on the outside, and the other one goes in there and records. And I love how like specific they are in like, one telling the other in like in which way to kind of sing the song. And it's like it's amazing to just like witness, such young, talented people kind of in their zone. So I just kind of help out however I can. I make the beat and I watch them do their thing. So.
Amazing. Like, so being a producer, is it like, challenging to work around with different artists? How do you, put yourself in those spaces?
Yeah, it totally depends. I mean, I think the first step is like talking with the artists always. So for Tara and Trisha, it's like, what's going on in your day and like, how are you guys feeling? What's speaking to you guys right now? What do you want to say? And ultimately, I think that's kind of how we settle on the concept of like, outside the lines and like be who you are and kind of be unforgiving about it. And so that's kind of how the song came about, and we just went from there and crafted it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. So tell me more about the song, Outside the Lines. Like what message do you want to give to the song and what do you think comes out through it?
Yeah, I think just the message of, I mean, it's there in the title. I think that was such a cool concept to write a song about. I mean, coloring outside the line, stepping outside the box, breaking the mold. I mean, there are just so many ways to say the same message. And I think, especially I think for our generation, there are so many people, it's very difficult to be authentic to who you are. And I think just having a song that kind of reinforces that message and you're proud to do that, you're proud to be different, whether it's the way you dress or act or whatever. I think that's just such a fun concept. So I think that's just the message.
And we also wanted a song that, immediately when you hear it, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like getting up and dancing and having that main character moment.
Yep.
I think all the elements of the song, down to the beat, the rhythm, the chords, the words, just the way we sung it. I mean, it's literally just a story in its own 2-minute song. And we think anyone who hears it is gonna leave hearing that song feeling like, wow, I feel like I can do anything now.
That's so true. And I mean, like in this day and age, you want to embrace, your individuality, but also be accepted by everybody else. But it's a hard line to walk sometimes, right? So I think the best thing to do is say, you know what, I like myself for who I am. If they like me a lot, that's not up to me, right? How do you guys deal with like, your own self-love, and how do you guys take care of yourself?
Ooh, that's a good
question. I mean, I think when I look at the whole song of Outside the Lines, I think of the whole journey Tara and I have been on just in the past 3 years, trying to make it big in Hollywood, writing music, and just the whole thing of breaking that mold or doing something you never thought you could. And pushing ourselves to do stuff no matter how scary and risky it is.
Yeah, I think that, like Trisha said, is a big way of going outside the lines for us was just pushing ourselves out of that comfort zone. I think even when we were recording the song vocally, I think we played around with that too.
Zara, what about you? Like, I'm sure being a producer is not an easy job by any means. And you always have to push yourself in different ways. And also try and work with the artist and make their vision come true, right? And sometimes that means like sacrificing what you want to see for the song, right? How do you, walk that line almost, and how do you sort of, try to say, what, okay, it's not my song. It's like, I'm just like, the facilitator here. How do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's when you're working with an artist, it never feels like a sacrifice, I would
Right.
say. I think it's more so if you go into the mindset of like, I want to help bring their vision to life. It never feels like a sacrifice, and ultimately it's just working together and trying to come to a common spot where the song can be the best song it can be, because that's what it's about at the end of the day.
Correct.
It's like,
That's wonderful. And how do you, like, I mean, in terms of self-care of yourself, what do you do about that? How do you take care of your mental health and
sure,
self-care?
yeah. Well, interesting job, right? It's not like a 9 to 5. So
No.
it's actually oftentimes the other 9 to 5, right? Like 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think sleep is really important, right? And
Do you
often,
get any, like, being a producer, I'm sure you're always working the night, right? Do you try getting any
well,
sleep?
my hours are weird, right? Because I'm going to
Yeah.
bed like very late, and waking up late. But yeah, I think just the mindset of I think the self-care is really important, and it's something to always work on. I think it's important to remember the goal at the end of the day, which is to make great songs.
Thank you so much for your time, guys, this morning. And any other message to the folks listening out there this morning as to why they should be listening to Outside the Lines?
Yes, I think that anybody who's gonna go and listen to Outside the Lines, I think you should really listen to it, because
Not biased,
not biased, but it's a great song. And I mean, having Jared as a producer with us on the song just makes it so much more special. And
yeah, I think our first song actually that we ever wrote was with Jared, and that was a time where we were writing about our whole journey. So it's always so special, and he's just so incredibly
and I think
talented.
he's brought out a lot of really cool stuff to the production and the beats. And when
even the effects and stuff.
yeah, when we play back the song, I can pick up all the little stuff he did. I'm like, oh God, that's so cool. But I think everybody has to go and listen to this song, because it's a message we want to share to everyone. Like Tara said, it's an anthem, and it's just a great way to start your day and just have that message in your mind saying that, whatever I face, I'm going to get through it, because I feel like I can do anything.
Yeah, and I think just being bold and unapologetically who you are, doesn't matter what people say or what they're going to say. And we have a music video too that we released, and it was the first music video that we ever made. And speaking of Outside the Lines, we shot, I think, a few of the clips on Venice Beach. So everybody was dressed.
Oh, wow.
It was so cool. I mean, it was amazing. We went to these graffiti walls, and everybody's dressed for the beach. And Trisha and I have like leather jackets and boots, so we were very outside the lines.
Yeah, and we were trying to, because we filmed it ourselves and we're super proud of that. And you should have seen us. We have like 3 bags on us. We're like, I got the shot thing now.
Yeah, we're definitely. Like Jared said earlier, like we'll vocal produce each other, direct.
I think it's all the twin thing.
It's the twin thing for
It's
sure.
the twin thing, right?
It's so cool to watch.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time once again. Jared, for your time as well. And, thank you for producing this song. It's a wonderful tune. Check it out everywhere. And, the music video, I can't wait to watch it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I will check it out. And yes, Outside the Lines, it's out everywhere. Check out all streaming platforms. And of course, it's also playing on our station. So without any further ado, let's play it right now for all the folks listening out there. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful morning, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
94.3 Radio 1.